Here we go. Things are about to happen right now. Take it away. Think you shaved.
Yeah, my aunt had this phobia. It was called vermophobia. It's a pretty specific phobia. It's the fear of worms. The sight of a worm or anything that looks like a worm may cause somebody with extreme anxiety to have a panic attack. I feel awful for my uncle. She obviously didn't like blowjobs. When we were kids, we'd gather handfuls of worms just to see her freak out until we realized it caused her a deep-seated internal psychological pain. As a kid, you hear this and you think, I'd like to see her reaction to a worm, until you'd see her reaction. I'd think, well, that wasn't very funny. I mean, the idea was funny, but the fact that someone would start to cry and run away screaming isn't funny at all. But how do you think my uncle felt? I think this was awful, and it really hurt their relationship over a period of time. Poor lady is scared to death of a harmless penis. Whoa. So I'm a huge fan of BLTs, but have you ever tried the BTK? It's a killer sandwich.
What is that?
The BTK?
Mm-hmm.
To bind, torture, and kill. It was a serial killer from the 70s or 80s. It's nothing like the BLT, which is the Great American Sandwich, and I am a huge fan of them. So the greatest vegetarian chef said she has yet to make a salad using olive oil due to the global environmental damages that have been caused by the oil manufacturers, said Swedish chef known as Greta Thunberg. The first person of color ran the Iditarod this year. They're planning to shoot a movie about the experience. It's called Cool Runnings 2. Unfortunately, this one ends with a Jamaican guy getting eaten by wolves. I've been looking to hire a stripper to get all this paint off my wall.
Who's the biggest Chinese target here?
Kim Kardashian and Kanye West have been living separately. They're considering whether to get a divorce. That will depend on who gets half of Kim's money for maintaining this particularly difficult publicity stunt for such a long time. Let's go for a few more here. I've been watching too much television. It's been giving me flashbacks to when I was watching Flash back in the day. I'm so allergic to cats that every time I turn on the internet, I sneeze. How's your day going, Donnie?
It's all right.
Watched the Ding Dong Show last night. It was great.
Was it good? Thank you.
As always, yeah.
Well, thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. I like hearing the inside word on how to deal with strippers. Caroline was a great help. So.
Pretty funny last night, wasn't she?
You know, it might save me some money in the long run. Yeah, she's funny. She's always funny. You all have a great dynamic. I think I passed out a little early, but.
So did she.
There's one thing I know from experience is a $2 peep show really isn't worth it. If you never want to experience, you never want to experience a $2 peep show.
No.
Just take that from my heart to yours. Email sounds like an overly happy guy at a rave. I don't know. I'm lost in the sauce here.
Are you?
Yeah. Periscope is done on March 31st.
Yes, I know.
I guess they didn't have enough submariners on their platform that were educated in using periscopes. They say chivalry is dead, but who was the chivalry and what did she do to piss him off? No one develops film any longer. I guess Kodak isn't getting the exposure they once did. Been declined a credit card due to poor credit? Download. And if you've listened to the news at all lately, the CIA released a huge trove of documents pertaining to the UFO phenomenon. In all cases, people were surprised to find out, in fact, it was the CIA that was abducting, torturing, and excommunicating people. Turns out the government agency really likes to probe people's butts when woken up out of a deep sleep. And I'll let you go there, man.
I shall talk to you later. Very nice job, as always.
Enjoy the inauguration tomorrow.
What's that?
Enjoy the inauguration tomorrow. It's a